Hello, if you're a local business in SA and you want Vince and I to join you on site for one of our live recording sessions of our podcast Livin', please reach out to us at hello@livinpodcast.com.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for expanded reach, customer interactions, and some authentic storytelling opportunities for your brand and business.
Not to mention fun.
Of course, it's fun. So email us today at hello@livinpodcast.com or via Instagram @livin_podcast, and we'll see you on site really soon. Formulaically, just shower thoughts. Oh my God. Oh my God. Attacked by his own microphone. That's how they found the bodies.
Yeah.
Crushed against the couch with microphones in their mouths. It took 4 days for them to be discovered.
Oh, God.
Speaking of like a true crime podcast, I haven't listened to many, right?
No, not me.
No.
Well, I haven't listened to it.
Well, we're currently watching Only Murders in the Building with Steve Martin and Martin Short on Disney. It's a comedy, but it's like a whodunit, and they record a true crime podcast to solve a murder. Very good. Very funny. But I was just like...
Not interested. I couldn't fake it.
No.
Sorry. Welcome. I am interested in this. I'm interested in another episode of Livin' Podcast.
Yes.
I'm Nancy Timpano.
I'm Vince Fusco, and together we are here on the couch with you on a Monday morning. You might be in your car. You might not be in a couch. A couch. You might be in the car. You might be at work. You might be taking the kids to school. I don't know. But you're going to sit back, relax for like 20, 30 minutes with us. Have a chat with your friends.
You're here with us.
About
living.
life.
About life.
And
about everyday situations.
Well, and some not so everyday situations, Nancy,
Yeah.
because we've talked a lot about some travel recently. We talked a little bit about travel. You went interstate for some work.
I just made it interstate, let me just say.
Just. And what an entertaining flight that was. If you listened last week, you would have heard that episode. But travel can be a funny thing because often you're going to a destination.
Yeah.
You have somewhere to be. You have a time to be there.
Correct.
And if you are booking, there's a great episode of Seinfeld, if you're a fan, about the reservation, where he reserves a car. He goes, they say, sorry, we don't have your car. He says, but I reserved it. She said, yes, I'm sorry, but we don't have it. He goes, I don't think you know how a reservation works. Much the same when you book a cab, book an Uber, you book and it says, pick up by or drop off by.
Yes.
At which then it tells you we'll be there at this point.
That's right.
But you had to be at a flight.
I had to be on my flight. So I ordered my Uber. I saw how far it was. It got to 1 minute from my house.
Yep.
So I literally wheeled out the suitcase, was waiting on the footpath, and then I'm even looking down in the direction because I knew where it was coming from. And I'm like, well, it's going to appear. It's 1 minute away.
Hello.
It's going to appear. Then all of a sudden it changed to 9 minutes away. And I'm like, refresh. What the hell? Then it went to 12 minutes. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I quickly tried to book another Uber to see how far that one was. And there was one 2 minutes away. So I cancelled that one and rebooked.
Now, because you cancelled and he was so close, did you have to pay for that?
No.
Okay.
Because, no, he had changed. This is in between. He'd changed to now 15 minutes.
Again?
Yeah. But I'm saying the first one was 1 minute away.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden it just kept climbing up and up the minutes. So as the minutes kept climbing up, that's when I cancelled because I saw there was one 2 minutes away. So I, jumped on that. Anyway, this one started climbing up and up in the minutes. And I'm like, what is going on? This has never happened to me.
It's happened to me.
Never.
It's happened to me.
Never. So by now, Eugene's getting Jaden ready for school and I've just run inside. And the funniest part of this now, not at the time, was I've gone back to watch my camera footage of me at the front of the house and you literally can see my face when the minutes have gone up that second time and I have run with my suitcase and I'm yelling out, you have to take me. Exactly right. And he's like, what? And I'm like, get in the car.
Wow.
So
mental.
anyway, I got to the airport and this is probably, we can mingle it into one episode, that I got to the airport, the flight had closed and I've been told I've missed my flight. However, boarding had just opened. So
when you say the flight closed,
to drop my bag.
Right. And you didn't have just an overnight because you were going for a long time.
I was going for 3 days and, whatever. So I did have one to drop in. So anyway, that was a disaster. I had a very, very poor experience with the airline. Yes, I take my part of the deal.
You were late.
I was late, but then I offered to quickly put 7 kilo in my tote bag that I had with me and jump on the flight. There was one older gentleman that worked for the company, and I said, look, if I do this, can you guys hold my suitcase till this afternoon? I'll get my partner to come back and pick it up.
Baggage services.
So I can.
Yes.
And he said, I can't hold it to this afternoon. However, I can hold it for an hour. So I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. So I've called Eugene. I've mucked up his morning. And I said, look, you need to do a U-turn, come back, get my bag. This is the deal. I'm jumping on the flight.
Yep.
No, he's like, oh, all right, whatever. So then I've gone up to the counter to the original lady that told me you've missed your flight, whatever. And she said, we're not holding your bag. And I'm like, what do you mean? That gentleman said, and she goes, we're an airport. I can't hold your bag. And I'm like, But
do they not have baggage services downstairs?
Yes, but she goes, we've got lockers downstairs, but you won't make it. And because I was in such a frenzy in my brain, I didn't even think of giving it a go. I should have just gone and done it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
Because I'd already checked in, Vince. Here's the deal. I had already checked in. And how many times have you heard at the last second, at the 11th hour, paging Mr. Vince Fusco, paging me
100%.
because I'd checked in,
Yeah.
right? So I could have stalled 5 minutes extra by
100%.
Do you know what
Flights
I mean?
have left later.
So
for
anyway,
less.
it was a disaster of a morning for me. So then I had to get a non-direct flight, catch a 2-hour train to the event. I made it. The event organisers were extremely understanding. They said,
So
Nancy,
stressful,
it's
though.
never happened before. It doesn't help me, my ego, my work ethic.
Yes, you hate being late.
And being, hello.
It's your number one. Hello.
I
Gross.
hate it. And I'd prepared enough, like even the second one, having to cancel an Uber and get a second one, I was still had time.
Yeah. You
But
weren't
then when
to the
those
minute.
minutes were climbing up,
Yes, when they start eating into your buffer
and
time,
I'm like,
then I'm like,
nah,
now I'm on the wire.
now I'm living on the edge.
Living on
So
a prayer net.
definitely not even a 1-star review for that Uber driver. Let me just say, me and Singh, we're not friends.
Won't be singing his praises
I did
anytime
not.
soon.
I'm not singing.
We that's happened to me a few times where, like, especially if I've done like a late event, I find that the Ubers have become less.
Accommodating.
Yes. What happened too? Do you remember when they first started and it was
Yeah.
all like, please come in. Have
Yeah.
your phone charger? You want
Yeah.
a mint? Do you want
Yeah.
a lobster?
Yeah,
like
no,
they would
nothing.
None of that now.
None.
And it's like they're less reliable
And-
than a cab. To the point where I've actually opted for cabs. At least I know with a cab, if I book it,
Correct.
they definitely come. Whereas I have booked Ubers for flights,
Yes.
for early mornings or for events. And like you, I get there and it goes, your Uber's 4 minutes away. And then it's like, your Uber. And you see them driving in the opposite
Yeah.
direction. I'm like, but where are you going, Rajneesh? Come back. Where are you going? And so what happens is then like that, they cancel it.
Yeah, they get a better offer or someone jumps in and gives them extra. What is it?
Again, you don't understand how the booking works. So I feel like that is annoying. But no, I had a different situation, which has never happened to me in an Uber recently. You were away, I was away. That's how I didn't know about your situation.
This is so, it was
But it made me
ironic.
laugh because I was on the back of, like, I had a massive weekend a couple of weeks back, back on the stage performing. And we had I had a Friday night, a Thursday night. Saturday all day was performing at one event, and then Saturday night had my first wedding back for the season.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is a 20-hour day. I'm definitely not going to drive tonight.
Yeah.
Because I've just driven back from the countryside. I want to get into the city and get to work. So I booked my Uber, and I did push it to the limit because I came back a little bit late from the other event, which was a while away. By the time I'd had a shower and gotten dressed, I was sort of in my buffer time.
Yeah.
Right. So I was like, no, it's cool. Uber's 2 minutes away. I'm on. So the Uber arrives, and this guy immediately drives like a maniac. You know when you've been in a cab overseas,
Yeah.
and they drive so close together and they go around
Yeah.
roundabouts, and you're like, "This is it." This
Follow
is-
that car.
Oh, that's a different story, but I've done that with a cab
Yes.
before.
Yes, I remember.
Following Prince, how funny! Follow that car. Anyway, he drove like that. This guy. So immediately I was like, "Oh my god!" And I even texted Joy, being like, "Babe, I love you. Let the boys know I love them. This drive is a nightmare already." As we get down the hill, he makes a very quick cross across from right to left lane and then starts pulling in rapidly to a service station. But I was messaging, and so I sort of feel the car jolt, and I look up, and as he pulls in, he goes, "Hey mate, is it okay if I fill up the car? I forgot to do it earlier." And I was like, "Oh, sorry." I sort of had to be like, "Oh, but you're already, oh, okay, well, how long will that take?" And as I'm talking, he gets out and he's at the window, and I go, but I have to get there. Like I've literally now got like less than 20 minutes. I'm a minimum 25 minutes away now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but I have to get there. I'm tapping my watch and he goes, okay, through the window and proceeds to fill it up. And so I sort of found myself sitting there, and this is what made me think about like, this is such a strange thing. And even when you get into an Uber, and I do request no conversation some nights. Because you can request like, how do you want the temperature? Do you want conversation? Like it's a bit like a massage. And often, if I'm not talkative,
like a massage.
you know how they say, like, do you want music? Do you not want music? Do you want to chat? How hard?
I don't know what Ubers you're getting into, but
Well, no, when you
my
order an
Uber
Uber
rides are not like a massage.
No. The Uber ride is not like a massage. It's the booking system. I'm just keep knocking this thing. I'm so sorry. And what happens is so I find it very strange that you will sit in a stranger's car and you be in the back seat in silence. And it's a bit like you're a ghost.
Yeah.
It's a bit, because sometimes, I don't know, when they've got their earplug in as well and they have the microphone there.
Yeah.
You just hear them.
But they're talking the whole time. And how does the person on the phone hear them?
No, but I think it's like a thing where they've done it so much, they know how to understand that. But like that to me kills me. But then to find myself sitting in the back of someone's car while he filled it up was the next step. Because I had the thought about sitting in someone's car while they're driving a few weeks back. And I was like, this is very strange. I'm in a stranger's car. I'm just a ghost in their back seat. And they happen to be going my way.
Yeah.
So they pick me up.
Yeah.
Now I'm sitting at a service station late. And this guy's filling up his CRV. And I'm like, what is happening here? So I jumped on Instagram and I wasn't sure about it at first. But I was like, has this happened to anyone? Have you had a driver fill up a car while you've been in it? And then you messaged me and was like, oh
Beck
my God.
Morse, our friend, triggered her because that
She
same
texted us.
weekend,
Yes.
she was in an Uber and the Uber driver had to stop to pee.
What is happening?
And I'd said, hey, Beck, well, at least you didn't give him the shits. But you know what I mean? But what the hell? You're just
love
locked
that.
in someone's car.
That's what I mean. It's strange because you're sitting in the back seat like,
Are they coming back? Like, is it?
am I?
Yeah.
who am I with? Like, who is this? I get that I know what vehicle is in and I've got Uber tracking it or whatever, but I'm also like, it's just a strange situation to find yourself in. And I've found myself in strange situations before, but this one really had me like, what am I doing in this person's car? I should have just driven.
Yeah, and because of that experience, on the way home, I jumped straight in a cab.
100%. So
I've
that
just
night,
been scarred. And
100%.
the cab driver, 99% of the time, will jump out and help with your luggage. Now the
Uber
Uber
don't do that anymore.
Not
No,
anymore.
No.
No.
I know that cabs, I feel like cabs went the other way when Uber
Yes.
first started.
Yes.
Where they sort of got the shits on and were a bit
Yeah.
like, Uber doesn't do it. I'm not going to do it anymore.
Yeah.
And then you had other cabs that went with Uber and were like, they had to step up their game.
Yeah.
So they would like, the cabs would be cleaner. The
Yeah.
cabs would offer you mints or water or
Yeah.
charges, whatever.
Yeah.
But now it's like, it's funny. I feel like people are going back to cabs. I definitely did.
Yeah.
After that event, when I finished at 12:30 on Saturday night, I went straight down to the cab rank.
Yeah.
Beautiful. In a cab, no issue. Home. Perfect.
Yeah.
It feels nicer than jumping in a stranger's car,
Yeah.
not talking, and they drive crazy. Can I just tell you, I feel like
Yeah.
lately a lot of the Ubers I've had as well have been driving like maniacs.
Yeah.
And that I get car sick. So half the time,
Oh, gosh.
even if I'm sober or not sober, depending on which time of the day or night
Yes.
you're picking me up, I will often text her and be like, "This car ride is killing me." But then
Yeah.
I'm like, I should have just driven.
And you shouldn't be texting if you're car sick, just saying.
Well, that's the thing that makes it worse.
Yeah, I know.
But I want to I need my lifeline. I need
Oh,
my girl.
bless the cab driver. When I got off the train, I still had to get a taxi to the event, and it was only like a 3-minute drive. And by now, I'm under pressure. I thought I started at 3 p.m. And I still needed to change. And let me just say, there was a lot of sweat that morning from everything I'd been through.
what a nightmare for
And
you.
bless this cab driver that was giving me the scenic tour, and I was like, mate, I'm so sorry. I just need to get there.
Yeah.
Bless him for his conversation, but I was not there for it. I was
that's-
not there for it.
And that's what I've had with a few of my Uber drivers. That's why I request now, like little conversation to none.
Yeah.
Because I had one a few months ago, and I swear to God, by the time I'd made it a kilometre down the road, I knew his whole history. He was part of
Yeah.
the 10-pound Poms. His family bought their first Volkswagen from Paradise Motors down here
Okay,
when it was a
wow.
Volkswagen.
This is
then.
a lot.
He told me every detail. I can tell you when his kids' birthdays
Yeah,
are.
no, maybe we could hit the end of the
No, but-
episode and you can keep telling me
What's
'cause it's
happened?
riveting.
What has happened to you in an Uber?
Have they cancelled on you multiple times? Have they pulled over to pee? Have they pulled over to fill the car up with petrol? What the hell? Tell us your stories.
I want to hear them because tell you what, right now it's 1 star.
I
One
tell ya.
star rating.
Yep, 100%.
See you next week. All right, so do we need a lift anywhere today?
No.
No.
No way.
I'll walk, thanks.
I walk, exactly right. My goodness. Always a story.
Always a story with you.
Always.
Always. I feel like we're the common denominator there.